Welcome back. I am working on the next print. Ugh, it always looks so glitchy in my camera. Hope my sound is okay. When anybody hops into the chat, I will ask them if I sound okay. Sorry, lost my train of thought. This is the week from hell. So I've been busting my ass all morning and will continue to have to bust my ass straight through till like Friday. But I printed out the first copy of this one and I was so upset. You see all the smears? There's massive gaps in the lines, like worse than last time. So I was like, oh no. God, I hope I can fix this. I hope this isn't like a permanently damaged thing like my last printers, because as soon as my last printer started doing that, there was nothing you could do to save them. And this was an expensive printer. So, I'd been talking to Fredster, and he mentioned that, yeah, because I was like, I gotta do a head cleaning on it. He's like, well, it should clear it up. So, I did that. And it's beautiful! The lines are so crisp and clear. I absolutely love it. But you might notice that kind of color difference. This one looks a little bit more faded. That's because typically I print on Bristol. A little bit sturdier. Holds up really nicely because I do a lot of mixed media. I use Copics, which are an alcohol-based marker. I use gouache, I use watercolor, so it puts a lot of texture and materials into the paper. And Bristol, while not being the best, it works with the wide range, because papers that are like a watercolor paper isn't always so good for ink and Copics if you're like me and like to do an ass load of tiny little bitty details. Doesn't work so well. But this paper, when I opened up the box today, because as some of you may know, my husband, hello Jenkins, welcome. My husband is actually out of province, not even out of fucking town, he's out of province. So he has to order stuff. I finally got it a few days ago. I think I got it last week, actually. And then I opened it today and took out a piece of paper, and I was like, this paper feels really thin compared to the other stuff, but it's got like a similar texture. So I looked at, and the packaging was weird. So I looked at it, and it's mixed media. So we will see how that goes. The only mixed media paper I've used was the sketchbook I was doing some of my other work in when I had started streaming on Facebook. Yes, Facebook. And it's not the greatest because it does bleed like crazy, or at least that paper did. So we will see how this one goes. Jenkins, is my sound okay? I've been fussing around with it because of gaming and stuff like that, so I just want to make sure that I'm not like too loud or too quiet and you can hear my music. Awesome. It's perfect. Alrighty. Sweet. Awesome. Because I know sometimes I mumble and I do talk very low. So I just gotta make sure that my volume is turned up a little bit so that when I do get mumbling, you can still hear me. Can you? No, you can't quite see my phone from there. Good. It's going off like crazy. Hello, Fredster. Really? A fucking ad? No. 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 Yay! Everybody's in my chat. Yay! Oh, Fredster. Since I'm assuming you just hopped in, I did a head cleaning on my printer. Well, yeah, you saw my post, and it turned out, so it worked. I was so worried because I've always had Canons, and when they do that weird line thing, that essentially means the printer is pooched. And I was panicking. It's like, this is a brand new $300 EcoPrint printer. It shouldn't be doing this after I've only had it for like 5 months. And it's fine. It's so pretty. And the ink apparently lasts forever. And I don't have to get cartridges, but at the same time, I still have to get bottles of ink. So it still kind of defeats the purpose, but whatever. It's the thought, I guess. Although I think the bottles can be recycled. Not that you can actually recycle in our area. That's just silly. My nose is so itchy. Ugh. I've been taking my allergy pills lately because of all the mosquito bites. And then I didn't take them today because I'm running out. Ugh. So yeah, I'm so excited it was an easy fix. This one, I know it looks really weird because there's really no graphics, but this is gonna be the fire breather. I was considering, because there's a really cool, oh my god, brush on Procreate that looks like flames. So I was considering doing that and then printing it out. But also, I think I might just have a go at flames. Because that's what I was going to do, is she's holding the torch, obviously, blowing flames. But then, these are basically going to be like sparklers / little torches. Yeah. So, we'll see how that turns out. This drawing was also giving me a hard time for like the past few days I've been trying to do it. Because I'd get it started and I was like, nope, the pose doesn't look right and the hips don't bend right. So I kept having to go back and be like, okay, how do like fire breathers pose? Because I know one personally. So like I've seen her show, more or less. But I don't remember exactly how she posed. I think she was just standing. But then I saw some cool poses where people were kind of half squatted. And I thought it looked, even though it was more of a masculine pose, it's more dynamic than just standing straight up with like your one hand back to getting your torch out of your face. So, kind of went this way. Oh, I'm sorry, little baby spider, but I don't want you here. My lazy supervisors. Oh, this spider was incredibly evicted. Oh god. There's kids outside screaming. Hopefully you can't hear them, because they're not super loud like last time. Okay. Stick with these for now. I'm kind of getting an idea what I'm doing. Because I had... Oh, that's good. There's just one little shriek. The other day, and this is what I'm always so paranoid about, is there was like 4 or 5 little toddlers outside between the ages, I think, of like 2 and 4, maybe 5, and they were having shrieking competitions to see who could out-shriek the other. So if you want your ears to bleed, that's the quickest way to do it. The whole time I was drawing this, I was coming up with like color schemes, like, oh yeah, I gotta do like, I'm gonna do the studs and the rings in the gold, and then probably gonna do a lot of her strapping in black, but then keeping the red, white, and black theme. Oh, excuse me. It's like, okay, cool, I have that idea. Now I don't know what to do. It's like I'm keeping with that, but I didn't quite think it completely through, apparently. Which, to be honest, is me. I never think anything through. Oh! You'll have to let me know what you got. Volkswagen. No! Skip ads. Especially this ad. I used to work for them. Damn it. Sorry. Put that there. Make sure I don't transfer any of this. The only problem with alcohol-based is it evaporates so quickly that you actually can't like clean it off your fingers as soon as it dries. I just want to make sure it doesn't transfer to the rest of the paper. Yup. There we go. I'm gonna have to replace this nib. It cracked and it was coming loose. Goddamn things. I'm gonna be very gentle. Because I don't know if I have any replacement nibs anymore. See? That's gonna be there for a couple days. Yeah. To be perfectly honest, every time I design anybody for like this circus, that's exactly who I think of as the Circus of Horrors with oh, what does Aja do? Well, I think Aja does a bunch of different stuff. And then Hannibal, who does, once again, literally everything. Lurch, who is the sweetest person. Oh, yes, that's right! Oh, yeah, I've seen that. That's freaky. But I've also seen her stepping. She was like barefoot on this ladder of spikes or something. I've seen her do that kind of stuff too. Like, that's insane. Yeah, Lurch, who does the regurgitation stuff. Like, it was literally all of them that I was thinking about when I was designing all of this. That's what it was, yeah. That is freaking terrifying and amazing. And I cannot believe I'm like 7 or 8 years older than her. Like, that's crazy when Corey told me that. Hooray! What food did you get? I don't know what takeout is like over there, so I'm really curious. Ooh! That would literally murder me, but that sounds incredible because I'm allergic to both rice and cheese, but that sounds amazing. Oh, my face isn't in the camera. I just ducked down really low. I need to stop doing that. Ooh. Fibro screws with my eyesight, so some days I can't see quite as well as usual, so I always have to duck really low to the page to see where the hell my lines are, especially when I'm doing like dark colors like this, which are almost identical to one another. You can't see what I'm doing. Oh, boo! There's a Mexican place here that is apparently absolutely incredible, and I want to go and try it so badly, but I can't do the rice thing. But I've heard it's called Under the Volcano, and apparently it's freaking awesome because my friend who used to live here, like when she was little, they've eaten there, and she's like, it's amazing food. There's a load of Asian and East Indian stuff here. But shawarma is amazing, but once again, I've got to watch out for the rice. Okay. This got a little close. They are incredibly talented people. I've seen, because I follow a bunch of them on Instagram, so I see like clips of their shows, but then I saw like some little more personal stuff, and they're just incredible people. And I will say, excitedly, that Aja actually bought some of my art. It was as a gift to somebody else, but I thought it was really freaking cool that she thought of getting something from me to gift somebody. And of course, naturally, it was a piece I did a couple years ago, but it was a flamethrower, fire breather. So she bought that. So I feel incredibly honored that she considered my art good enough to gift somebody. Oh, wow! God, seeing them performing live and stuff would be incredible. God, I would love that, because I know I do eventually, if, you know, health withstanding, that I can travel one day, and I would love to see an actual show, because it just looks amazing. And they kind of have that goth steampunk thing going on that I really like. The Circus of Horrors. They're UK based, but they do travel because their group is from... Yeah! That would be fun. As far as I know, they travel around a lot of Europe and stuff like that because their group is from all over. Because I do believe Hannibal is German. So they're like a huge... wide group, and they're so cool and they're so talented. Because like my husband and I want to do the Irish and Scottish thing, because his family's from Wales and my family's from Ireland, so we thought it'd be really cool to kind of go and track where they were, do some traveling, driving around. But I would love to go to the UK and just visit some places, see the Circus of Horrors. That'd be freaking awesome. Oh, sweet! Yeah, I know, like, with COVID, they were hurting bad, and they've all been talking about how they can't wait. Oh, absolutely will! You could show me around the UK a bit. Oh, they are definitely an inspiration, Jenkins. They're freaking incredible, like I said. I've seen them on just bits and pieces of shows from like what my friend showed me and then what I've seen on their Instagram. And it's incredible shit. Like, we mentioned Aja. The stuff she does that I've seen, like, she's got long hair, so they'll actually tie her hair up and suspend her from her hair. And she does all these spins and stuff. And then she walks up a ladder of swords. It's absolutely freaking insane, the stuff they do. And I think that's why they call it like a Circus of Horrors instead of just a circus. Oh god, it would be. Live would be insane. But yeah, Jenkins, I'd say if you get the chance to go see them, do it. And then come back and tell me how it was. Because I obviously won't be traveling for a long time, especially since right now we're trying to save up to buy and or build a house. So traveling will be a while, so I have to live vicariously through everybody else. Oh, yeah, they only did a few. Because they kept trying, and then they kept getting shut down, so they were trying their damnedest. So that's amazing that you got to see one during the lockdown. Because I know they were scared for a little while. It's heartbreaking to see how many of the arts had to suffer through lockdown. And then all that shit coming up being like, artists just need to go back to school. Oh no, did they? Oh my god, I had no idea. That's sad. Fuck. My condolences to them. And then that person's family. That's really sad. It's fucking COVID. Oh no. The noisy one has awoken. If you hear what sounds like a small child screaming, it's actually my cat. She's... I don't know if she's actually in heat or if she's just in, like, panic heat. But she walks around the house screaming, but the problem is, because they always get really weird and garbly when they're in heat, so she runs around screaming, "Mom." So if it sounds like somebody walks in the room and goes, "Mom!" Swear to God, it's my cat. I do not have children. What are you doing? Oh, seriously. These two, it's like having two kids, especially when they were a little bit younger. Anybody would walk into the house and there's like all these weird ass toys everywhere, and they're like, "Do you have kids?" It's like, "No, we have cats. They don't play with toys, they play with whatever they steal from us." Yep. Oh, God, there's so many ads in this thing. Nope, not the children under the stairs. Although, sometimes. But one of the places we moved from, another townhouse we lived in that was absolutely friggin' horrible. Okay, it was really quiet. Excuse me. We packed up the bed, and under the bed we found empty Tupperware, all of like their big fluffy toys, a bag of screws, a bag of feathers. These are my animals' toys. We get them actual toys, and then the Tiamat stole a pair of gloves somebody had given me, and she still has them. She carries them around everywhere. If you try to take them from her, she growls. They're her babies. I don't know, man. I just work here. Cats. The joys of having cats. I compacted down my markers and it's depressing. They're very, very, very empty. I think I'm gonna have to take all the money out of like my my PayPal and stuff, and do a huge Copic refill order, because I think the art store that, like, the only art store that's here, the stores are empty, but they have stuff that you can order. So I might have to do that and just get some refills, because this situation is getting really sad. My hands are starting to shake really bad. Gah, stop. Thank God I'm painting gold over top of these. It is! Oh my God, it is! It is so much like that. Because you gotta get the frickin' marker in one hand, you got your refill, and you gotta be careful not to overspill, because it'll get everywhere, just like with frickin' babies. Baby kittens. And the new refills are a nightmare, because they're like, just pull the nib out, and you're like, you know that breaks it, right? Yeah. And I think it depends on who they are, because I think when Rebecca does it, she stands, but like she's got her legs firm, kind of spread, and then she arches her back and projects it up. So I guess it just depends on who they are and the style they go for. But I just thought this worked because I can do it a little bit bigger without taking up too much of the page. Kind of get everybody the same size. More or less the same size. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that off stream. I added in some scales on her. Tiamat, you're fine. You're dramatic, but you're fine. Thank you. Tiamat, what are you doing? Oh. They're like children. I left the box from the paper on the ground, and she's rubbing against it, but it's like sliding across the floor, so it's screeching. Get a cat, they said. It'll be fun, they said. I'm just kidding. I love cats. I've always had cats.
Was she running from the past or racing back towards it? Hugh Jackman, Reminiscence.
Vodka and real juice. New neutral juice.
Never mind that, man. That movie had Rebecca Ferguson. I will watch anything that girl is in. I don't know what she's doing, but the box is rocking back and forth. I don't know what's happening. Help! Send help! I don't know what my cats are doing. He's one of them. The other one's nice and quiet. She's always quiet, though. She's not a very yappy cat. Alrighty. What do I got here? Yeah, C0. And probably won't go with a straight black. Probably go with this one. She feels very Harley Quinn, but I promise you she's not. Fuck. Should I do it with this? That's true. I know you're joking, but it's kind of true. Actually thinking like a blonde would probably look pretty good. Because it would be light enough to stand out against all these dark colors. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Blonde bombshell. I was originally considering like stripes going this way, but then I was like, no, I think stripes going the other way would look really cool. So, what are we looking at here? So if we're gonna go with blonde, it's a good base. I'm sorry, Loki. Am I bothering you, baby girl? I just got a dirty look for rattling the markers. There we go. It is! Oh my god! I know, how dare I disturb her slumber? I mean, this is her room, obviously. She just lets me... Sometimes she lets me be in here. As long as I don't bother her in her precious slumber. Isn't that right, Loki? Yeah. See? There she is. I'm gonna line it back up. Yep. Skip. Oof. Well, they both kind of transfer. So you can see it up there, my testing colors. That's not too bad. I just noticed that it's... because usually when I work on Bristol, like, I load the area with ink so that it kind of blends on its own a little bit. This one, certain areas are kind of starting to bubble. Like it's... paper's warping. But it doesn't bleed a lot. Some places it looks like it bled, but I think it was just my hand being really shaky. Because you can see the paper vibrating, it's just from my freaking hands. Like in here, pretty sure that was just my hand. Huh. It's interesting. Still works and it still looks damn good, though. Yeah, it doesn't even show up. Let's try this. There we go. Have I given what names? These? No, I have not. I suck at naming anything, so I usually don't. But if you guys can think up some good names, I can do that. I'll probably give them those names. Because that might actually be cool instead of just like flamethrower, or, you know, fire breather or whatever. I keep calling them flamethrowers, but they're not. I can actually advertise them as like this person who does this. when I actually put the prints up for sale. Because my naming skills suck. Because if you go on my website and see like the listings for everything, it's so lame. But I can't name shit to save my life. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I gotta figure out a bloody frickin' color when I don't have any. I'll start with that base. Yeah. Yeah, pseudonyms would work too. Ooh, I kinda like that. I kinda like that. Oof. It's the only thing about working in reverse like I did here. You have to clear out your markers. Because when you use lighter tones around darker tones, they pick up the colors. So unless you want like color smears on the rest of your area, you have to clear out your marker. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. That's why I usually go light to dark. Like I usually work on their skin tone and then work up to their clothing. But for some reason, well, I say some reason, but it's because I had more of an idea. Oh, I don't want that one. I wanted this one.
Chromebooks feel like yours
No,
right out of the box.
stop.
Sign in with Gmail and your phones will activate and switch to Chromebook.
Really? Oh, this is the worst when they give you the unskippable ads. Thank you. That's okay. I get it. I totally got it. I hate naming things. Which is hysterical that I'm a writer and a comic artist. Because I can't name shit to save my life. It's like, why did I go into this? When I can't... I suck at it. Yes! I have a bunch of scripts on my computer, and every time there's like a character, it's like, guy 1, dude 2. And to be perfectly honest, Creed's name actually came out of a list. I found that there was like right on, I think, D&D Beyond was kind of giving ideas for the kinds of names tieflings usually get because of how they're raised. And sorry. The name Creed was actually in that list. And when I was going through reading it, I hit that name and I was like, oh, I kind of like it. Yes! Exactly! DP throw. Oh my god! That's amazing! Oh god, I can't breathe. Yes. Yes. Oh god. Oh yeah. Oh, never mind. DM down. Artist down. Artist down. God. And my other issue with naming things is I have synesthesia. However you pronounce that frickin' thing where like colors and shit get all mixed up in your brain. Or not mixed up, but you can associate them with different things. Like letters and numbers have color and sound and stuff like that. So when I create a person, my brain like gives them feelings and sounds and colors, so then to name something that fits, I have to find names that when I say them, they make the same colors in my brain. If that makes any sense whatsoever. But it makes naming so much harder. Oh, I was wondering about Boston. Huh. That's actually really cool. Okay, so at least... But yeah, it does. It makes stuff really, really difficult because there's times where like the colors and sounds your brain... your brain produces... It's almost impossible to find a name or letter combination that produces those same colors, so sometimes you just kind of go with close enough, or like, this sounds cool, this makes sense, it's not quite accurate, but it's as close as I can get. I think a lot of artists have it, to be honest, because I didn't realize I had it until Mab Graves was trying to name one of her characters, and she explained the synesthesia thing where, you know, her character, to her, emits like lots of reds and golds. So she needed a name that also produced red and gold. So, and that's basically what it's like. It's a pain in the ass. And of course my marker's dying. Why wouldn't it be dying? I mean, that's just silly. Can I ever work with a marker and not have it die? No. Okay, her stomach is going to be darker anyways. There we go. This is as good as it's gonna get. Fuck my life. There's people outside making a lot of noise. What's going on? Ugh. I don't know. There's a bunch of people outside talking, but they're not in front of my place. They're just down a little bit, so that's fine, I guess. Ow. Ugh. Oh no! Oh no! Whoops. I smacked something with my marker. Ugh, why? I have a cat fluffy in my nose. Ugh, why? Why?
It's time for electric to turn into
Ooh.
the fully
Yeah.
F-150 Lightning.
Yeah, because she's definitely a lot of sharp and flamey things. So yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure because Estelle is still a kind of like a hard-sounding name. There's an actress. The only thing I remember off the top of my head her being in was Salem, but she had a odd-sounding name like Tamsin or something like that. But I don't know if that's also got too many hard-sounding letters. And I don't like ordinary names. I'm a big fan of odd names. You know, says the person whose legal first name is Shadow, so. Oh, and to cheat a lot of the time when I'm coming up with names, I look up baby name websites. Tallulah. Oh, maybe, yeah. I like that name. And I don't know why it didn't cross my mind. There's a book. Actually, funny enough, this is one of the books I actually sold my husband before I started dating him. It's a book about werewolves, and the second book in the series is called Tallulah, after one of the characters. Which, that's hilarious. Oh, guy again.
Man, it feels good to be back. It's our time.
Sorry. There's an old guy that lives a couple doors down, and he's something else. But he'll go out and like clean the walkway in front of my place with a stick. There's a couple like entryways and shit dug into the ground. He likes to clean those with a stick. Sometimes he like beats on our fence to clear it off and stuff. I don't know. But I think he's out there because it's really noisy. But it's not like kid noisy, it's somebody's beating stuff. So I figure he's probably out there cleaning, I just can't see him. There we go. Yeah. So. Excuse me. Ah! God, everything is falling. Why won't it open? Open! There we go. Alrighty, let's see if any of these ones match. I'm trying not to use my tins and everything of new pencil crayons because I'm trying to use up the old ones. The old busted ones before I try anything new, but I don't have the color range that I need.
Hey, it's me, your skin.
No, it's
Cleansers
not.
get us clean, but take my moisture. CeraVe cleanser.
How long have I been going for? Probably go for about an hour and a half. So another 12 minutes or so. Because I will admit, sound like a big fucking baby, but my back is starting to kind of scream. And I have a lot to do the next few days because today I have to tidy up the house, which is going to take a whole of 5 minutes. But I have to start packing up the kitchen because we have a spray upcoming. Fucking again. Twice a month for like a year now. So I've got to pack and tidy up so that they can come in and do that on Thursday. But then there's an inspection on Wednesday, my doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and then the protest on Wednesday. So I'm gonna be a hurting unit come this weekend. Thursday, I might have to cancel the stream. Next stream. Because I probably won't even be in the house yet. When they do the spray, we have to be out of the house. Me and the cats. We have to all be out of the house. And we can't go back in the house till like 4 hours later. Ooh, yeah! Yes! Yeah, because I still have the one in the ring, aerialist, and then I didn't actually sketch one out, even though I thought I did, but the animal trainer. So I have 2 left to do for this series. Oh god. Blech. Speaking of the protest tomorrow, oh god. Jazz got a message going, hey, CTV has acknowledged this. You're like, oh god, oh no, oh, I'm gonna be sick. But yeah, so that's my week. But I'll probably, because usually they show up around, the inspectors usually show up around like 11 to 12, so I'm usually out of the house until about 3 or 4. I can try to stream late, but that's a little too late. That's cutting into like my dinner and my nighttime streaming if I'm doing it. So I'll probably just cancel that. But the protest, yes. We are protesting the state of this place. Because remember how I mentioned the bug spray? They don't work, but yet they continue to make us do it. And they wait until my husband is out of town, and then they start doing the bug sprays because I'm disabled. I cannot move furniture. So they wait till he's gone and expect me to do everything. So we've had words about that. So like, oh, just pack up the place. Just don't worry about moving the furniture. It's like, cool, but that's still days of work for me, and that's hard on my body. That makes me sick for weeks. But there's a ton of other bullshit about this place beyond just, you know, that kind of shit. So this, like, I don't know if they're a legal company or what they are, but they got in contact with a bunch of people here, and so they're organizing this protest and a whole bunch of stuff so that, you know, we get our rights back. Because anytime you make them have to do work, they get really pissy and make your life a living hell. Like, there's a bat colony in my bedroom wall. You lay there at night and you can hear them scuffling and scratching, and they'll get fighting and squawking and stuff like that. And I will just say, bats sound nothing like water pipes. I showed them a fucking video I took where you can hear the bats in the wall screaming and scuffling around, And I got, "Are you sure they're bats?" And it's like, are you kidding? Yeah, they're bats. You sure they're not water pipes? Like, I know what water pipes fucking sound like. These are not water pipes. These are bats. And that was when we moved in. Nothing was done. We have busted windows. That's why we can't open any of the windows, because the screens are all busted. When we first moved in, the very first night, Loki woke us up in the morning, losing her fucking mind. I've never seen her act like that. So I got up and I was like, all right, I don't know what your problem is. I went outside and Tiamat was outside. So we can't open the windows because the cats can get out. And it's very easy for them to hop down from the windows because there's an awning right under the window. So to keep my cat safe, we have to close the window. But that means there's no air, nothing. They wanted us to sign off on these new windows that they gave us. Look, what new windows? We've never seen anybody. Nobody's ever been here. Still the old busted windows, like the glass. The only reason the glass in the window in our bedroom is held together was by packing tape. So, pretty sure those are not new windows. Yet they still wanted us to sign off on the work order. Like, are you kidding me? And like, that's just my story. You start hearing stories about, like, from everybody else, and it's disgusting. So, they organize a protest, and our lives are going to get miserable after that, because they're going to retaliate, because that's what the people in the office do. But at least we have this legal company on our side, who are like, nope, these are inhumane treatments. This is a human rights violation. And with that being on Wednesday, I don't know when the hell I'm going to be back. It's absolutely batshit insane here. But unfortunately, the government, I don't know why, took the cap off the renting limit. So places that are... Oh, thank you, Bacon! Like, the very first place we lived when we moved into this town was going for about, I think, like $680 in rent. We looked back at the exact same place. It's done nothing. It's a shitty little walk-up apartment. Like, the plug-in in our wall exploded, and that place that used to be $680 is now going for $1,200, and then you pay your own hydro, where hydro used to be included. So we can't afford to go anywhere else. And that's why these companies take advantage, because they know, like, there's no options in this town anymore. Yeah, sorry, Bacon, you kind of jumped in the middle of a conversation. I live in a shithole. That's basically what it amounts to, and this town hates people. But we're also trying to come up with names for all of my circus performers, so I can have really cool labels on my website instead of just the shitty ones like I usually do. So far, this one's Tallulah. The one I haven't drawn yet is going to be Olympia, and what is it? D.P. Throat for the solar. So I still have the snake charmer, the ringleader, and the animal trainer left to name. Shawnee. And that's hysterical because I'm playing The Witcher right now, and one of the characters slash love interests is Shawnee. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Shawnee's pretty cool. And I'm thinking, once I'm done all of them, or at least like the actual picture, I'm gonna do one more stream of them and just do like all the backgrounds and all the gold work in one stream. And, you know, kind of finalize and finish them all up. Thinking that's what I might do. And Pinterest, you know, love to hate it kind of thing. But since I've been searching up stuff on circuses and whatnot, I've been getting a lot of just other circus pins, obviously. But there was one I saw and I really liked it, and I'm kind of considering doing it in this style. So instead of, because I was originally just going to do like up and down stripes, but I almost want to make it look like a doorway, so I'm considering doing the stripes in an arch. You know, go all the way to the border, that kind of false border that I've done, and then do like your stripes like this. So I'm thinking that might look really cool, and kind of like the really cool like arched entryway that you see in some circuses. I'm thinking I might go that route. Kind of make it a little bit more dynamic, I guess you could say. Yes, I'm using all my big words today. Screaming children.
Breaks do not exist within the EMS world, so we have to create.
And the other problem with the mixed media paper that I'm noticing, the bristle's nice and thick, so when I'm working, I usually overlap this way just so it's easier for me to kind of sketch off. But the paper is so thin, like it's a little bit thicker than printer paper. So when I go over the edge of the other one, it actually like creates a crease. Or the bristle doesn't do that. So that's a little annoying. Ooh, yes! Absolutely. Yeah, I like the name Pandora for the ringleader. She let out all the evils in the world, but closed the box before anything good could escape. Kind of like the circus. You know, crazy, loud, dark, and fun. Sometimes it happens. I'm gonna do her plug in gold as well. And then I just want... Yep. Sometimes my brain works. Sometimes. Alright. So, I'm probably going to end up doing the watercolor flames. But I might save that for after I do the background. Yeah. Because then the flames can overlay the background but I can make sure that fucking cat hair everywhere, that nothing is going to blur too much. So yeah, I'm liking this. It is friggin' awesome. But it has been an hour and 40 minutes, so I'm 10 minutes over what I planned. That sometimes happens. Okay, I have to show you guys something first, though. Look at her fluff. She's so fluffy, it's like spilling over the shelf. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you guys have to see the mess that is my studio. It's organized clutter. That's my fluffy girl Loki. Alrighty, so I am done today's stream. Thank you, everybody. Jenkins, Fredster, Bacon, thank you so much for showing up. And this was fun, because I've got 2 more. Yeah, the aerialist and the animal trainer. Yeah, I think that's it. They're the only ones left. And then I'm going to do one final stream with these, because obviously I'm going to keep streaming. Like, we'll move on to the next thing. And then I can work on the backgrounds, all the gold work, because all of her studs are going to be gold. Her earrings, the buttons, going to be gold. Gotta do, obviously, the background. Gonna do some gold trim. And the jewel's gonna be gold. Her gold is done. I just have to do her background. And then her background as well. And that will be a set. Getting there. Look at it. So, thank you everybody for joining. And I will probably not be streaming Thursday, simply because I can't be in the house on most of Thursday. So I'll probably have to see you guys next Tuesday. So, thank you for showing up. You guys are all amazing and make this so worth it. Thank you and have a good day.